Welcome back guys. So in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about what it was like going to school in Qatar. So the first thing is, schools in Qatar are different to the UK. They're international schools. They basically are filled with people from all different nationalities. So when I actually arrived on my first day at Sherborne, the first thing that struck me was the fact that every single person had friends. You know, I was out at break and at lunch and everyone, there was like nobody sat by themselves. Like they all seemed to be happy and just have their own friends. And I think I've been to quite a few English schools and I don't see that very often, that everybody seems to be happy and have friends. So that was such a nice and reassuring thing to see, that everybody did have their friendship group. Because it is an international school, it does not mean that only English people can go there. It is full of people from all over the world. I think it's so special. You don't get that in the UK in schools. Like there's maybe a few people from different places, but it was so nice. That was one of my favourite things about an international school, is the fact that there are so many different types of people. So there were British teachers for all of the subjects except the language subject. So we had a Spanish teacher for the Spanish lessons, a French teacher for the French lessons, and Arabic teachers if you chose to do Arabic. So it was good in that respect, because you actually got someone that fluently spoke that language. So yeah, that was a good thing. And so I do want to say that because you're surrounded by people from all over the world, you get different people's work ethics kind of all rubbing off on you, because people from different parts of the world tend to like focus more on education a lot more than we would in the UK. So having that around me and people actually caring so much more about how they did and, you know, just about doing well, it really rubbed off on me and made me so much more focused and want to do well. And ever since, I've honestly been so much more focused. When I did my A-levels, when I did my GCSEs, like I was just so much more into it, because I kind of had that work ethic surrounded by me for the 2 years that I was there. So it just made me so much more focused, and I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, that was one of the best things. So another thing is that you could do Islamic studies for GCSE, which I don't think you can actually do in the UK as like a normal GCSE. So you could do that, but you couldn't do religious studies. There wasn't that subject at all. Arabic is obviously always going to be in GCSE there, because you're in an Arab country. Also, another subject is Qatari history. It is actually compulsory to do up until year 10, so you don't have to pick up GCSE, but you do have to do it. The sports was actually quite good. Got to do so many different things. We did sometimes have the boys and girls divided, so the boys would go off and do a boys sport, the girls would be in the sports hall or something. So it was a bit divided, but we did do things together sometimes. We'd play things such as badminton, tennis, volleyball, athletics, netball. There were so many different things that we did, so it was so nice, because you don't always get the chance to do that in the UK. So that was good. We also sometimes got to do just a workout with our PE teacher, and some people could go to the gym. You know, it was just so chill and nice. And yeah, and there were so many matches as well. If people really wanted to get involved in a team, they absolutely could, and there were matches frequently. I would say definitely every week, if not twice a week. There were loads of matches going on, and it was just against all different schools, so you got to meet people as well, which was so nice. Yeah, no, it's good. And there was extra training on top of, you know, in school time, so you could just, you know, be part of the team and go to the training at the weekends as well. That was also an option. So they were quite serious about their sports. They did like it, which is always good, because if you're into sports, you want that. So school trips, there were quite a few different school trips that you could go on, and there was always things running all the time. You could go, I know in year 10 there was a trip to Malaysia for debating, school trips for sports to like Dubai, Abu Dhabi and things. There were loads of things like that. There was also trips to, DV was sailing to Abu Dhabi. Instead of walking for hours in the desert, obviously no one wants to do that, you would sail all the way to Abu Dhabi, which I think is so cool. Like, who gets to do that for their DV in England? Like, nobody. So you could do that. You could also, we had things like house rewards. So everyone was in a tutor group, and if a house did good or bad, they would get rewards. Not bad, they don't get reward for being bad, but basically the people or the houses with the most house points get to do something. So I know one school trip was going to Villaggio Mall, and you could pick to go ice skating, go-karting, watch a movie, or there was loads of things, and you could just pick, and it was great. Also, you do get days off school when the rain is bad, because I know Sherborne was not prepared for the rain. I don't think the whole of Qatar is really prepared for bad rain, but they do get bad rain, so expect to have a few rain days off each year. I know I did. And also, when the sandstorms are so bad, it's so dangerous for driving and everything, and actually you can't really be outside because it's horrible in your eyes and everything. So you do get sandstorm days off as well, which I loved. I was like, please, like, I need a day off, I need a sandstorm. But yeah, no, that is just another bonus of going to school in Qatar. But you cannot get snow days off, obviously, because it has never snowed in Qatar, as you can probably imagine. But yeah, overall I loved going to school in Qatar. Everyone's friendly, you know, there's people joining constantly, so it's not a new thing as it kind of is in an English schools. There's not the frequent people coming in, going out. Like, it's normal for people to leave, it's normal for you to join, so people are welcoming and want to be friends with you, so don't worry about that. There's also so many opportunities that you wouldn't get just by, you know, going to school in England or your country. There's so many different things you can get involved in, so just go in with an open mind and don't worry about it. Honestly, like, I know a lot of people do get worried for moving schools, and I completely understand, but I don't think you should be worried, especially going to an international school where people are all or have been new at certain points, and probably when you start there's going to be other new people, so you can always make friends with them and then eventually find your own friendship group. But yeah, no. If there's anything I haven't answered, please leave a comment below. Like and subscribe. I hope this has helped. I'm going to be posting some more videos soon, so stay tuned. Bye!